Shalom, y'all. Hey, tell you what are you on YouTube or Facebook? I think I see you on YouTube. Just hey, confirm you on YouTube or Facebook. So I know. No problem. What? Going on YouTube, Facebook. You got to do. So just to let anybody know, you can watch from YouTube or Facebook. The only comments I get is comments. You want me to see it in class? You got to comment on Facebook, or you can come to what's this? TikTok. You can come to TikTok, and I'll see your comments there. YouTube, comments. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay. We're back to it. Well, you know, how small I see us. What's going on? All right. Brother, everyone's sister. We're about to get to it. Yeah. If we got clear, we got ready. Yeah. It's time to play. Let's get it. Let's clap it up for the Most High Christ, man. Damn right. Man, the water. We're at Isupk out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth according to the Bible, history, archaeology, and anything else you may need. I'm going to turn this here on. So give me a second. All right. That just means I'm going to speak a little louder. But today's class is the Wednesday night law class. You understand? Dayton, Ohio. We rocking out. And I want to get into some things that's pertinent to what's going on in today's world. You know, for the past couple of days, everybody been talking about the Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion breakup. Whether it's real, fake, real, who was right, who was wrong, you know, who's justified, who's not. And as a priest, it's my job to give you the answer. So to get to the bottom of it, to make it very clear and simple, I'm going to tell you who's right and I'm going to tell you who's wrong. And the answer I give you is biblical. So that's the answer of God. Because I only speak as the oracles of God. That's what I was commanded to do. So as far as the breakup with Klay Thompson and not Cardi, what's the other girl's name? Meg Thee Stallion. Who is right and who is wrong? Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion are both absolutely wrong. Both of them. Both of them are absolutely wrong. Neither one of them know how to love a brother or a sister. Their brotherhood and sisterhood is horrible. It is beneath babies. You understand this? That's why they can't love each other. They don't understand that the foundation of blacks and Hispanics is you are my brother, you are my sister. That's the first thing. If you truly want to love your significant other, you need to understand that that's your brother, that's your sister. You understand? If you can't fathom that and understand that, then yeah, you'll go cheat on them, you'll go lie to them, you'll go hurt them, you'll come against them, you'll curse them, you'll do everything against them because you don't look at them as family. You look at them as a thing. You look at them as just something you can enjoy for the time. That's not how God instituted this. God made us one. You understand? We are the children of God. Both Clay and Meg are children of God. So guess what? Both of them should overcome whatever dumb emotions they got about whatever situation they got. And if they're together, then that's what they need to stay together. It's biblical. I know you don't understand it. Let's get to the Bible. Let's get to the Bible. We're going to go to Zephaniah 2:1. Let's start there. Let's start at Zephaniah 2:1. Let's go to the Bible. I know nobody believes me. Hey, we're going to read the Bible. Y'all still ain't going to believe me. You understand? It's okay. I get it. I get it. Of course, if anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to put it in the chat. But we definitely want to break this down. Like I said, both of them are wrong. You understand? Clay is wrong. Why is Clay wrong? You know why Clay is wrong. We knew from the beginning he didn't have intentions on marrying that girl. Every male knew that he didn't have intentions on marrying that girl, and he shouldn't have geeked their head up for anything of the sort. But when you lay with a woman, you stay with a woman. That's what you're taught when you come to the Lord. So guess what? If I don't want to marry this girl, guess what I'm not going to do with her? I'm not going to lay with her. I don't care how bad she is. I don't care how much wop she got. If I don't want to stay with this girl, and I know I want to knock her down right now, but I know I don't want to stay with her after that, I will not lay with that girl. And believe me, that's a hard concept. That's a hard demon to overcome for me. That is a demon in all men. Now, let me time out. That's a demon in all straight men. Because them the only two demons you're gonna get. You're either gonna get the demon of having to overcome your lust, or you're just gonna be gay. Those are the only. When it comes to that, them are the only demons we got to worry about. And for a lot of men, we can't overcome that demon of lust. See, there's nothing wrong with lusting after a woman if you have every intention of keeping her for the rest of your days. Like, listen, I'm gonna be knocking her down until I die a Christ return. I don't care. Give it to me now. Okay, I got you. Because everything that comes with that, that's yours. Good, bad, ugly. But if you know, man, boy, I knock her down, but I ain't really trying to be with her, forever. Good Lord, I want it right now. Then that's something you got to let go. That woman ain't for you. Let that sister, because now we got to bring it back to family. Let that sister find a man that's going to desire her forever. That's what you got to do. Let's get to the Bible. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. See, that's what the problem is. We're a nation not desired, but the problem is we don't desire ourselves as a nation. We don't desire ourselves. We don't look at ourselves as the children of God. We look at ourselves as American. And you know what? That's the problem. Because we don't look at ourselves as the children of Israel, but yet we look at ourselves as American, guess what? We don't follow under the Constitution or the laws of the children of Israel. We follow under the Constitution or the laws of America. And guess what? You can lie, steal, create fabrications, do unjustly to your partner. You can do all these things as Americans. Why? Because that's what America was built on. That's the beginnings of America. So when you want to understand why can't we get it right, it's because we took on the persona of America instead of the children of Israel, instead of the children of God. And that's why, well, hell, Clay and Meg are wrong. Both of them. They are that nation that's undesired, and neither one of them desire to be that nation. So guess what? Black people in America, you're right, we can't marry. But Israelites in America, we can marry and stay together, love each other, hate each other, and still be rocking and rolling because we don't quit on each other. Because I understand we're a nation. That's my brother. That's my sister. If I quit on her, who gonna be there? If she quit on me, who gonna be there for me? We can't quit on each other. But we got that spirit from America. You understand? We got to learn how to gather together. You understand? Let's get Psalms 110. Let's go to Psalms 110. We're going to get into it tonight, but I want to set the foundation for a couple things. Let's get Psalms 110, right? And again, if anybody got any questions, I'm sorry, Psalms 111. Psalms 111 and 10. Psalms 111 and 10. You said one is not black Hebrew Israelites. You're right. It's just Israelites. We're just Israelites. That's who we are. We are the Israelites. You understand? Hey, what's going on, my Aisha? Most High in Christ. So we're rocking and rolling. Yeah, we're just Israelites. It ain't black Hebrew Israelites. That's just a made-up term by people that hate us. And that's okay. They can make up any term. Do you know? I'll give you a quick sidebar. The term Christian was made up by people that hate us. Like Christian was never a religion. You understand? When you look in the Bible, Paul says suffer as Christians because it was a term that was put on us that we never embraced ourselves, but people that hated us called us Christians. So Paul said, no sweat, suffer as a Christian. It's no different than saying in America, suffer as a nigga. Suffer as a nigga and suffer as a Christian is the exact same term biblically. I know you don't believe me, but I'm not going to prove it until somebody say you lying. As long as you don't say I'm lying, I'll leave it at that. But suffering as a Christian and suffering as a nigga is the exact same thing biblically. So yeah, it's the same spirit with black Hebrew Israelite. In America, we'll suffer as a black Hebrew Israelite also. No sweat. So now let's get it. Psalms 111, verse 10. Let's start at 9. He sent redemption unto his people. He hath commanded his covenant forever, holy and reverent in his name. Why is that so vital? Redemption is what we need. Clay and Meg need redemption, but not just Clay and Meg. Guess who else? All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that have ever been in that situation. You ever got in a relationship, thought it was hope, thought it was this, that, and the third? A month or two later, that person can walk right by you and act like they never knew you? Believe me, I ain't gonna tell too much, but I kind of know what that's about. I've seen it. Mind blown. Just 2-3 months ago, couldn't get enough of you. But now, because we love America, and America says if you don't feel right about something, just quit. Instead of working through it, instead of suffering through it, enduring through it, 3 months later, they don't even know you. Walk right by you like you're just another person. That's the spirit of America. But that's not the spirit of the children of God. We don't quit. We fight. You understand? A marriage is a covenant. When you lay with a man, you lay with a woman, you made a covenant. That's what the purpose, the power of sex is. You're making a covenant. You understand? You got to keep that thing. Verse 10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandment. If you want to understand marriage, if you want to understand intimacy, if you want to understand how to fight through the issues of your marriage, you have to come to the wisdom of God. You got to come to the wisdom of God. America's not going to help you get through your marriage. America's not going to help you learn how to defeat the demons that come against your marriage. The laws and commandments of God is where you find the strength, is where you find the answers to defeat those. And guess what? Neither Clay nor Meg understand a bit of it. Not one jot, not one tittle of it. This is why, for us in the UPK, I say it's about a 90 to 98% chance a marriage in the world ain't gonna last. Whether it's a couple months, a couple years, a couple decades, whatever it is, y'all gonna quit eventually. Because you was raised by America. You was raised by America. I know you're gonna quit. That's what America taught you how to do. It taught us how to quit. You understand? In our communities, you know why we have the spirit of quitting? Because we quit fighting against America. America made us docile, made us just succumb to whatever they put in front of us. So now we don't have the spirit of fighting back or redeeming a marriage or redeeming what was ours. We don't have that spirit anymore. It's more like, okay, we just fold now. She want to go do her thing. She want to go do her thing. Oh, well, he don't like me no more. Okay, he ain't got to like me no more. It's almost like we take pride in being weak. That's essentially what we just got. You understand? From Clay and Meg. Brother said forced monogamy is unlawful. I couldn't agree more. American monogamy is unlawful because what is American monogamy? American monogamy teaches you, listen, one man, one wife. But if you want another man or another wife, what do you got to do? Leave the one man or one wife you just dedicated your life to. That's unlawful. That goes against God. That's literally what Christ was teaching against. You understand? Matter of fact, let's go get that real quick. Let's go get what Christ taught. What's that in the book of Matthew? Hold on. Yeah, Matthew 19, verse 9. Book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 9. Let's get this because everybody, so pressed up or hard up on monogamy, but guess what? American monogamy goes against what Christ taught. It goes against the laws of God. So do we continue to do what American monogamy says, or do we just follow what the Bible says? And stop feeling a certain way. We got to get our feelings. Those are men and women. You understand? They were doomed from jump. I don't know why we had so much hope in them. Clay has cheated, quote unquote, cheated. Or how about this? Let's say this. Clay has done American monogamy with every girl he has gotten with. He's done American monogamy with every girl he's gotten with. Why the heck did Meg think she was going to be different? Meg Thee Stallion literally embodies everything you would say, oh yeah, well, that's a hoe. Like, I just looked at her video the first time because all I did was hear the song on the radio where she said, my man, my man, my man. And I guess it was supposed to be about Clay Thompson. I was like, you know what? That's dope, man. Meg is really putting her best foot forward. Then I looked at the video. I think she's more naked in that video than I've ever seen her. Like, I seen areolas. I seen nothing but straight cheeks. I mean, good Lord. Like back in the day, they could have put her in the tip drill video. I know back in the video, like today, you could just play the tip drill video because as bad as it is today, I mean, tip drill ain't doing nothing compared to what they doing today. Tip drill had to be played at 3 a.m. back in the day, 25 years ago, whatever that was. But nowadays, you can play tip drill at 12 in the afternoon. It blend right in. It blend right in. You understand? Because the sisters today don't understand adulterous generation. Damn right. Because sisters today don't understand being chaste, being modest is for one, it is a skill, but it's the blessing that's going to keep a marriage going. It's going to keep the man enticed. If I can see your cheeks all over the internet, all over TV, all over wherever, then guess what? Will you get knocked down? Yes, you will get knocked down. You probably get some of the best ride of your life. Will the ride stay? Absolutely not. You will have every excuse why you can't keep a man. And it will always be a man's fault. But when I look at your page and I see cheeks all over the place, well, I'm like, well, I know why you ain't. Yeah, you get knocked down, baby. I see what this is. No, I know ain't no man gonna stay with it because a man don't stay for sex. A man stays for the spirit of a woman, the mindset of a woman, the character of a woman. That's what's going to keep a man. You understand? This is why you see a lot of 4, 5, and 6s being married for years on at a time. Because you look at them and say, oh, she ain't a bad bitch. She ain't me. She ain't this. And what she so-called lacks in what you call beauty, you lack that much more in the things that make a wife. Character. Loyalty, not being a wild beast, not being half naked all over the damn place. Like she made a song, and literally in that song, when I looked at the video, I was like, boy, she the most naked woman in this video. Like everything about it said, I'm a hoe. Everything about it. Like if I'd have seen that video when it first came out, I would have told you then, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, Clay ain't gonna stay with that. He's gonna knock her down, knock her this way, that way, and every other way. But he ain't gonna stay with her. And I can tell you that just as a man. I know how men think in the world. In the world, listen, baby, any man will play with you. Any man will have fun with you. But if you want to know if you're gonna stay, it's about, well, are you worthy of staying? You know your track record. Is you worthy of it? You know what you were. You know what you project. You know when you come out how you present yourself. You know how your mouth is. That's going to tell you. You got to ask no questions. Let's read this. Matthew 19. Matthew 19, verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication. I got a quick question. Can anyone tell me what fornication is? Real quick, what is fornication? Because Christ said, whoever shall put away his wife, except, he made a caveat, except it's for fornication. So somebody, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all social media, wherever we at, can somebody tell me what fornication is? Brother, and that's a heavy point. It's not for all men to see. And that's the thing. The Lord did not make you beautiful so for the world to see you. The Lord made you beautiful for that one man that you give yourself to, for him to see that beauty. And guess what? Then you cover up. Then when you cover up, guess what? He gonna remember that beauty you put on. Ooh wee. And when he remember that beauty, he gonna look at you all covered up and like, I gotta get back in there. Ooh wee. Y'all understand? Modesty is going to draw the man in even more, especially when he know you're bad and what you're holding up under there. But when you got it all hanging out for the world, yes, he's going to lust after you. But he's not thinking about, you got to be mine. He's thinking about, you got to be mine right now. That's it. When you modest, he's like, ooh, I got to make her mine. Meaning you going to be mine forever. When you got your cheeks hanging out and you're shaking them all every day and where every time a beat come on, well, guess what? Now you got to be mine now. And that's it. Brother said, getting with the wife provides you with the excuses to leave after you hit. The excuses is a part of the temptation. Damn right? Yeah. Sexual activity outside of a lawful marriage covenant. Most High in Christ. The sister answered it. That's exactly what it is. Any unlawful sex. So that means sex with anybody outside your husband. For a man, that would be sex with a married woman. You understand? And for the man and the woman, that would be, you cannot have sex with any animal. There's no animal on earth you can go get your freak on with. Now, I know I ain't got to talk to my people. That's really, we know who does that. But yeah, that would be unlawful too. So when he says fornication, these are all the things that it's covering. So let's get back to it. So it says, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, meaning the only way that you should be divorcing, quitting on each other, this isn't working, irreconcilable differences, all that, is if there's fornication, unlawful sex within this marriage, right? And shall marry another, committeth adultery. So obviously he's talking to the married man, meaning who, if you put away your wife, except to be for fornication, unlawful sex, and marry another, you commit adultery. This is telling you you cannot put away a woman unless she slept with somebody else. That's the only way you can put her away. You cannot put her away because you want to marry another woman. That is unlawful. Now, I want to ask this question to the chat. So let's say I'm married, but I want to get another woman. Do I put the one I have away? 2, or B, marry the other one and keep the one I got? I need to see where we at. Why'd you go off? Lord, I ain't say I was done. It's still hot in here. What you doing? Yeah. All right. Don't sweat. I'll forgive you. All right. So let me ask that again. According to Christ, let's say I got a wife, but I see another woman and I want her to be my wife. Do I put my wife away, or do I keep my wife and make the other one my wife? Well, not make. Obviously, it's got to be a agreement. The two has to become one. But which one? Which way? Which way is lawful? I'll give you about 10 seconds. I'll give you about 10 seconds. Oh, okay. That's what the brother meant. He said, getting with the whore provides you with the excuse to leave. The excuse is part of the temptation. Okay, I understand. Right. Because you know with a whore, right, she going to mess around with somebody else anyway. You ain't got to worry about keeping her. She don't even want to be kept. She don't even think she's worthy to be kept. That's why she said we can just be cool and do our thing, because she don't think she's worthy to be kept. You understand? Most high in Christ. That's true. This is why you got to be a man and man up. You can't just get with a whore. You got to get with a woman that's worthy to be kept. And if you deal with, guess what? This is the crazy part. Lawfully speaking, if you deal with a whore and y'all lay together, that's your woman. I don't care if it's a known fact that everybody in the city done had her. That's your woman. That whore is your wife. And you keep her for life. Her reputation, all the photos that you can't get rid of that everybody keep bringing up, that's all you. You get to keep her. Yep. You keep your wife, but you also could take another one if you lay with them. The sister's correct. According to Christ, I can't put a wife away simply because I want another. He's coming back to the law. Remember, Christ is speaking according to the law, meaning I don't put her away because I see another woman I'm hot on. No, I keep my wife and I get the woman that I'm hot on. This was Christ teaching us marriage, how to keep a marriage. Why? For one, he's teaching you that American monogamy is a sin. I'm sure we can all understand that through this. American monogamy is a sin. And that's the problem. Megan wanted American monogamy. It's not going to happen. Not with Klay Thompson. No, you got to understand, Klay Thompson in his head, he's the him of hymns. Ball player, probably making over $200 million a year. Just about every other woman you could think of is throwing herself at him, throwing themselves at him. Man, you hot. I'm sure you got whatever WAP you be talking about. But guess what? So do they. So does every woman have all the WAP that Klay gonna need. That's why I said WAP ain't gonna matter. WAP can't be the answer, because guess what? I don't think women know this. And Kaya Wash, help me out. Maybe they do. But do women know every woman has WAP? Like, that's literally the function of that. What is that, an organ? I don't know, but that's the function of it. Every woman has it. Like, I don't know a woman to date that says, yeah, I was born, I got everything, but I don't have that. Every woman has it. So how do you brag on something that everybody got? That tells me you ain't all the way there. That tells me you don't understand. You got to be something different. You understand? Can't brag on that. You know what's worth bragging about? Your loyalty. Show me your loyalty. Show me how you treated the men that you have dealt with. You understand? Show me your character. Show me how when you were in situations with people you said you loved, you did right by them. Why do I bring this up? Because it's been reported, meaning it's a verified fact. Meg Thee Stallion is literally in court right now because her photographer, which was a gay man, from what I'm understanding, she forced him to watch her give another woman head. Meg Thee Stallion forced him, the gay man, to watch her give another woman head. She in court for that right now, being sued. We know that. It's a fact. We know Meg Thee Stallion said, well, she lied, first of all, and said she didn't deal with Tory Lanez. But then she came out and said, yeah, I did it maybe once or twice on a drunk night. Do you know what a drunk night means? First of all, you're an alcoholic. That means any night can be a drunk night. And if any night can be a drunk night, you know what that tells me? Well, you can have a drunk night with just about any man that look good or feel good at that time. Why would I make that my wife? No. If I'm in the world, I'm going to play with that. You something fun to play with. I can get you busted, have you doing all types of stuff. Woo, you fun. But I ain't about to keep you. I ain't gonna lie. She did good with Clay because she would have never came to any family function. I ain't gonna hold you. Be Meg Thee Stallion or whatever. Why don't I know your family? Baby, look on the internet. You'll see why you don't know my family. Come on now. And if you go public with me knowing you, I will block you on everything. That's how I'd have played it if I'm in the world. If I'm in the world, I would have blocked her on everything. She come out public, we together. We ain't taking no pictures. We ain't doing none of that. I'm calling you up on the night tip. We gonna do our thing. I might even take you somewhere just to get you a little oily. Get you a little oily. You understand? Then after that, we're gonna do what we do. You gonna live your life, I'm gonna go live mine. That's the most you're gonna be worth, you understand, in the world. Because that's what you project. That's what you project. He said, I'd rather just wait till the kingdom to get my women. You're right. I could understand that. I could understand that, but there's one problem. This is why you know what? It's one verse that gives me hope that obviously it ain't going to just be the kingdom. Because I would agree with that in every sense of logic, that we should wait till the kingdom to get our woman. But when I read this, it kind of gives me hope that one day, sooner or later, they're going to wake up. Isaiah 4:1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. See, as a priest of the Lord, I understand it's up to me to build this nation in righteousness. It's up to me to give these women hope. Does that mean I got to marry all of them? Of course not. I know that. But I also understand there's going to come a time when women are just going to be running at Israelite men. Come on. I know y'all got the truth. I know y'all get it. I just listen. I already got it. You know what's crazy? The way it's shaping up, it makes perfect sense. You understand? Because what? Women are already at a point where they proud and independent. They make their own money. They do this, all this. They make up everything. So now the only thing they got to do is lose the pride. They lose the pride and keep the job or the business or whatever. Shoot, that's the time they're going to be running after us. So we in those days right now. That's why it says in that day. This is that day. And it's only going to get more realer. It's only going to become more real as we continue on and as we get closer to that time. So for that alone, I understand women are definitely prideful in today's generation. But at the end of the day, they're going to come into the truth. And I'm going to be honest. I don't want a heaven without my sisters. I couldn't go. I ain't going to lie. If it was a heaven without brothers, I'm probably going to skip out on that heaven. I ain't going to hold you. So let's get back to it. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Can y'all rock with me to the Apocrypha? Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7. What do I want? Chapter 7, verse 25. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 25. I'll give you a second to get there. Our government is owned by Epstein employers. Not my government. Maybe America's government. But the government of Israel, we are not owned by anybody but the Lord. We are his inheritance. So, y'all deal with that. Epstein or whoever else, Trump, Epstein. Y'all deal with that. Lord be with you. We're going to serve the Lord over here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 25. It reads, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. Do you understand why the scripture says marry thy daughter? Does anybody, I just want a yes or no. Do you understand why the scripture says marry thy daughter? Salaki, hold on. Marry thy daughter, so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. Does everyone understand why it says that? I just want a yes or no. Let me put this on the chart. He said, I would truly be surprised if America make it to 2028. I'm not going to lie. I hope you're right. I can't say nothing because no man knoweth the hour nor the day, but I hope you're right. I can't wait for salvation. Let's just say that. Got to be careful. TikTok, they sensitive. But yeah, I can't wait for salvation. Hope that stay. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, nope, didn't stay. Did not stay. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to set this phone up. Maybe that'll work. Hopefully that'll work. I don't think that's going to work. Let's do that. No, that still ain't working. All right, let's break it down. It says, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. That's telling the father that it's his duty to marry his daughter off. Why? Because we don't need a bunch of Cardi B's and Meg Thee Stallions running around out here. That's the type of decision a woman that did not have a father in her life will make. She's not going to know how to choose a man. That's a weighty matter. That's above her pay grade. Why? Because a woman will have any man. All he got to do is talk right, had the right status, had the right dollar amount, had the right this, smell good, whatever it is. A woman will have any man. But guess who won't go for it? Her father, the man that's been raising her since a baby, that done changed her diapers, that knows her ins and outs. And guess what? He's the one that's going to make sure she gets with a righteous man, a man that's going to do right by her. This is why marriages fail at a high rate in our community, because God told us men it's our duty to give away our daughters. And it's a heavy matter. It's not a light thing. And America has showed us why it's not a light thing. Ever since we started following America, do you understand we used to have an 80% marriage rate in our community? An 80% marriage rate in our community. Now, if we got a 20% marriage rate, I'd be surprised. Because even when we get married, we quit on each other. We'll get married and quit a couple years later. It's a father's duty to give away his daughter. And he has to uphold that. This is why you need daddies in the home. Because a daughter, if she doesn't have her father, she's like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to find a man. Anything that smell good, look good, feel good, she'll take it. Until it don't. Then she'll quit. And after doing that about good 8 to 10 to 12 times, she'll wonder why ain't it working? And she done ran up that so-called body count. Whereas she has a father, you can protect your daughter from having to go through that, man. You can protect your daughter. That's why you got to take pride in raising our little girls again, man. I got to find something to hold this up. You strong enough? Give me a second. Hold on, TikTok. I think I got the answer now. Am I in there? Am I in there? Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. What we doing now? Yeah. I think I'm good now, y'all. Yeah. So it says, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But listen to this. But give her to a man of understanding. I'm sorry, world. Klay Thompson is not a man of understanding. Party Fontaine is not a man of understanding. You understand? Moneybag Yo is not a man of understanding. It's not. Torrey Craig is not a man of understanding. They don't understand. They don't get it. A father would never give his daughter to these men unless he wasn't a man of understanding. That's the only way it will work. And why do I name these certain men? Because these are men that she's been rumored or known to have been with. I put up a post about all the men in the, I guess, in the industry, one way or another, she had been with. Of course, there was a couple women that didn't like that I posted it, but my point in posting that was to show she's been with men that you knew were not going to keep you. You knew they were just going to play and have fun. You knew this. You don't even have to know them. You know the industry they're in. You cannot, it's like, unless you just knew them like growing up and y'all were something like before y'all got to that point, maybe then. But the fact that y'all met each other in the industry and they still rocking out in the industry, that should tell you that's probably what it's going to be. But guess what? You can tell she didn't have a father of understanding. And that's why she's failed time after time, along with Cardi B and who else? I don't know. I mean, just about every woman in our community has failed time after time because there was no father of understanding to give their daughter away to a man of understanding. Well, I want to break the chain. I know I want to break the chain in Nicki Minaj, yeah, but she's a heathen. Nicki Minaj is a heathen. She's an East Indian. But she cosplays as an Israelite very well. But yeah, she's East Indian. But yeah, she's going through the same thing because you trying to join us. Well, go ahead and take some of these curses. That's how that go. you trying to cosplay as us? Well, go ahead. We got some curses for you. Go ahead, no sweat. But Ice Spice, yeah, that's another one. Like, good Lord, that woman. I think Ice Spice might be slow. So it ain't even cool that they playing with her like that. Because you already know she ain't there all the way in the head. You can see her. She ain't there all the way in the head. She probably was in one class her whole time in high school. You understand? And now they want to play with her because she done grew a little booty on her. That's messed up. I'm just like, I ain't with that. That ain't even nice. That ain't even. But again, this is what type of men you dealing with. Because these are not men of understanding. If you want a man that's going to keep you, a man that's going to endure with you, you got to become a man of understanding. Or I'm sorry, you got to deal with a man of understanding. This is why we teach our men, guess what? You lay with her, you stay with her. But man, it wasn't even supposed to be like that. Well, then you shouldn't have did it. But any brother, like, you don't know how many times I done got a call from a brother asking a question. So, like, I mean, I don't think I'm married because, I mean, I dealt with her, but we ain't really, kicking it like that. I said, did y'all have intimacy? Did y'all sleep together? He said, well, yeah, we do that from time to time. I said, yeah, that's your woman. But it ain't even like that. No, I said, no, it's straight like that. That's your woman. We make the men that come to us uphold the standard. But I don't even like her like that. Well, you better learn how. You better do some therapy, rub some feet, do something. I don't know what to tell you. That's your woman. Bruh, that was just something on the low. Well, now it's on the low, on the high, on the side, everywhere, forever. That's your woman. That's your woman. And guess what that does? When a brother actually embraces that and starts living that, now that's how you fight that demon of lust. Because I know you want to hit it. I know you want to knock it down. Boy, she got a cute smile over there. She looking at you. And don't nobody ever look at your little ugly butt. But now she looking at you. Ooh, you want that. But do you want it forever? forever? Like until you die? I think I'm gonna pass on this. Believe me, I know it. That literally helps you fight that demon. Why? Because I've had to fight that demon. I've had to fight that demon. Like, boy, I know, man. Listen, I'm not gonna tell all my secrets. You know what? Because y'all don't deserve all that. First of all, and we're not gonna get into all that. But just know that's how I fight the demon. I can see a girl and think we vibing and everything. And my first question to myself is, do you want to do this forever? Literally. That's the first thing. Right after I say she cute in my head, I'm like, all right, so do you want to do it forever? It's like that voice comes in my head. The demon say she cute. See that the demon is saying, ooh, she cute. The demon is saying she cute, she fine. Ooh, she big too. Ooh, wait. Lord, you see that walk? Good Lord. Ooh, I think she smell good too. That's the demon. That's what you don't realize. That's the demon talking to you, brothers. The righteousness says, cool, now, do you want to do this forever? Like forever. Like when she ain't all dolled up, she's still yours. When she start gaining 20, 30 pounds, all you. When she becomes a wild beast, a bitch, that's your bitch. Do you want that forever? Then I'm gonna tell you right now, that voice in my head is the only thing that has ever defeated my tequila. The only thing that has ever defeated my tequila was that voice in my head that said, do you want to do it forever? God damn, you always here. Damn, shit on. But that's how you defeat it. You understand? But shout out to my tequila. Anyway, back to the scriptures. Let's get to 1 John 3 and 18. 1 John 3 and 18. Of course, we got any questions, put them in the chat. 1 John 3 and 18. It's the book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. It reads, my little children, let us love, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. I'm going to read it again. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. See, when you love someone, it's not just about saying, oh, I love you. Let's take some cute pictures. Let the world see, ooh, my babe, my boo, my man. That's not love. It's a real thing you see in the car, right? The devil on one shoulder, the angel on another. Hey, I done had plenty of days and nights like that. And both of them speaking very loudly. Thank God I trust the Lord. I said, you know what? I'm going to just go with the righteous choice. I know what the righteous choice is. Because you know the righteous choice because it goes against everything you really want to do. You're like, God, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But she was over there looking at me first. She looked at me first. What you want me to do? Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I ain't going to do it. That's a real thing. It says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue. Meaning, see, especially for women, they want to hear, ooh, I love you. You're beautiful. You're this, that, and the third. And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying those things. But you want to love in deed and in truth. Meaning, the way I deal with you, you see it's true that I love you. Indeed, I love you. The things I do for you, I love you. The way I guide you, teach you, I love you. It's almost like it's therapy to your soul because you see how I am when we're together. You see these things. That's what true love is. Not saying I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't get me wrong. You can say it. That's cool. But you know how many people say I love you and they're not together the next year? They say that all the time. It's cute. It sounds good. But what about when it really get down and dirty? Are you gonna be there? What about when the man or the woman is going through whatever they're going through? It could be life or death. It could be stress. It could be whatever. Are you really gonna be there? That's real love. That's what the Lord said. That's the deed and the truth. I can say, man, that woman true. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was going through this. She said, don't worry. I got you. Man, listen. The woman that do that, that love right there means so much more than saying I love you every day. The woman is, which you said, what, baby? All right, no sweat. All right, look, I can do this, that, and the third. I said, what? Shit. Okay. For sure. That's the woman you want to fight for. You understand? That's the woman you want to be on your team. Not the one that make a song saying my man, and she up there half naked in the dang on video with her areolas and everything else popping out for the world to see. You're not going to love that woman. Because I hear you saying my man, you love this, that, and the third, but everybody's seeing all the goods. You got to love in deed and in truth, not with your tongue. Her tongue was the song. You know what the deed or the truth was? The video that she made based off the song. That video showed me, oh, you don't love him. Ain't no way you love him. Stop playing. I see the breast that you're supposed to be giving him. I see him right now. I see the ass that you said that was his. I see it. Shaking all for everybody to see. I see it. You can't say he's gonna be the only one to get it because just this time, last year or something like that, Torrey Craig had it. But it can't only be him. The year before that was Partisan Partain. The year before that was Tory Lanez. So I know it ain't just his. So now what does he get out of this? You kept nothing sacred for him. You just made a little song that you made the money off of. He ain't get no portion of the money or nothing. You just made a cute little song. And even then, you will still have naked in the video. Why would you think you were about to be a wife? Like, we got to be real. What made you think you was about to be a wife? There was nothing about that said, oh, yeah, let me make her my wife. Speaking of that, let's get Ecclesiasticus 36. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36. It says these 304s ain't loyal. Didn't Chris Brown say that? I think Chris Brown said that. These ain't loyal. Yeah, that's Chris Brown, I think. I don't know. I ain't that hip, so I could be wrong. I'm definitely not going to the concert. I can tell you that right now. Although I should go. That might not be a bad idea. See, never mind. That voice was talking to me again. See, that voice. It was both sides. Just right there. Both sides was talking to me. I'm going to stay and fight the good fight, though, y'all. Don't worry. Not weak. Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 21. Book of Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 21, and it reads, a woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. Real quick, I want y'all to put in the chat, do y'all understand what that means? Ecclesiastes 36 and 21, do y'all understand what this means? Yes or no? A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. I'm going to give y'all a second to answer that. What? If you know what that means, just say yes. If you don't, just say no. Y'all know I'm going to break it down. Right. Do you understand? That's what I'm asking you. You just put yes or no in the chat. Give you about 10 more seconds. No. Okay, no sweat. We're going to break it down. That's what you're asking me. Why are you? I'm teaching the class. Why wouldn't I know what that means? Of course I know what that means. God, boy, the pride of Eve is crazy. Do you know what that means? No, I just brought it up because it sounds good. Oh, I know what it means. I'm not going to teach something I can't. I'm authorized to teach. That means, let me tell you what that means. That means I can't teach nothing I don't know. If I bring it up, I better know it, or I got men above me that's going to check my ass. So I better know it. Oh, okay. She said, well, no sweat. I don't know why you in here then. Sure. No sweat. Who told me? A man better than me. A man better than I taught me what these scriptures meant. That's how that works out. A man better than I taught me what these scriptures meant. Miss Ashley. You probably think, Miss Ashley, let me ask you a question. You probably don't understand why Meg Thee Stallion so-called got played the way she did, do you? That's just a yes or no. You probably think Clay's dead wrong, don't you? Don't you, Miss Ashley? While we're waiting on Miss Ashley, I'll read the scripture and break it down. Ecclesiastes 36, verse 21. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another. When it tells you a woman, so like a woman will receive every man, it's telling you what I told you earlier. You understand? You play your cards right, you can have just about any woman. Now, off top, will you be like, you ain't never heard of a woman that said, matter of fact, I'll give you a prime example. What's that boy that got drafted #1 last year or something like that? In football, he got drafted. He played for Dion. He played corner and receiver. I forget his name right now. Man, what's that brother's name? I got to look it up. But that is a prime example of what this scripture is talking about. What is that? The corner. Was it corner? For who did he play? The Jaguars? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I think it's the Jaguars. Not Shador Sanders. That's the quarterback. That's actually his son. Travis Hunter. That's what I'm talking about. Travis Hunter. That whole situation is literally a prime example of this verse, because that girl, and she's a Hispanic, so I'm gonna call her a sister until further notice. That sister came out and literally said, he wasn't my type at first. I didn't give him no attention. I didn't pay him no mind. That's literally what she said. Meaning, when she first seen him, in her head, he had no chance. He had no chance. Now, you want to know what gave him a chance? Her brother came and said, do you know who that is in your DMs? She said, what? Nah, I don't pay him no mind. That's the #1 player in the nation. He going to the NFL. Guess what magically happened a couple months after? They start talking to each other. Why? Because a woman will have every man. What this means is, even if you're not her cup of tea off top, something can happen to where you would become that. Because the same man that she said she didn't give a second thought to is who she's now devoted her life to. Now, we all know why. We all know why, of course. But that's what it means. Even though she knows in her heart of hearts, he's not her type, she's going to accept, embrace him as if she never said it. Because a woman can do that. A woman can do that. Why? Well, goes back to the scripture. Because a woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than the other. You know what daughter is better than the other? The daughter that actually says, you know what, you're not my cup of tea. I know you like me, but I just don't think I'm for you. You wouldn't satisfy me this way, or you just not what I like. Even though I know you about to be a rich football player, you just ain't the one for me. That's the daughter that's better than her. It ain't too many of those daughters, is it? That's going to say, I know you about to make $50 million in about 3-4 years. But if I'm being honest with myself, baby, you just not what it is that I want. That daughter is better than the daughter that will receive every man. See, the daughter that will receive every man, you gotta be careful with her loyalty. You understand? Her loyalty probably ain't the strongest. Her character probably ain't the strongest. You understand? Her modesty probably ain't the strongest. And if you look in the background of the woman he ended up getting with, that little Hispanic woman or whatever, guess what? She was in rap videos. She was half naked. She in a video coming out of a nigga's room. She even talked about how he would drop her off to the club so she could get drunk and party, and then he would wait outside to pick her up. That is not a modest woman. You understand? He said, this lady in here think this is a joke. She don't realize Jacob's trouble is coming. Hey, it's okay. Ashley does not, I don't know why she's still here. Listen, Ashley, live your life. Don't listen to me. I'm just another crazy nigga. I know. Just another crazy nigga. I get it. That's okay. But this is what I do know. If you actually do test anything I teach, and you test it with the Bible, you won't be able to prove that it's false. You can take that to the bank. But yeah, you ain't got to be here. No sweat, Ashley. Nobody's holding you hostage. I mean, you might be holding yourself hostage. I don't know what you're doing. I know I ain't. Back to the scriptures. Verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. That's one of the many reasons why a woman should be modest. The Lord made you so beautiful, you can cheer the countenance of a man. That man could be having a down day, hating life, and then see his lady and say, you know what? Yeah, I'm not even sure why I was mad. That's sweet. That's the power of your beauty. And this is why priests like me and brothers, we get on a lot of sisters, because y'all don't understand what power y'all hold. Y'all can change the whole game. Y'all can change the whole game with having modesty with the beauty God gave you. We can fix homes. Children can get mommy and daddy's back. And not only that, you would by far be the greatest women on earth. You're already the most beautiful women. I don't think anybody can deny that. But guess what? If you start putting on some damn clothes in public and stop shaking your ass to every other song that got a nice beat, do you understand that the world is going to look at y'all and understand that y'all are literally the daughters of Zion? Y'all are the daughters of God, because everybody already want to get booties like you, breasts like you, lips like you, skin like you, all that. But now that you actually cover yours up and you still looking better than all the other women on earth, y'all going to break the mold with that. And guess what? Now men are going to start looking at you like, ooh, I need her. Not just right now, but forever. Because he know he can trust. One, he can trust that you're going to be loyal. Two, he can trust that you ain't going to show it to the world. Because this is the thing. You said they ain't daughters right now because of their pride. They daughters by blood, but not by faith. You're right about that. So this is the thing. Your beauty is a gift. The beauty of a sister is a gift. It's not used to hold around or to see how much money you can get out of this man, that man, or how many men you can knock down in a week. It's not used for that. It's used to cheer your man up. Your man might have had a hard day going through it, the struggle of life we have in America. You just take some of that modesty off and put some of that beauty on. I just had my fault. Anyway, that could change the game. But if you already have naked, well, baby, I'll take it, but you ain't about to really do nothing for me. Yeah, you ain't about to really do nothing for me, because that beauty you give to everybody. You trying to cheer up every man's conscience. But if you make that thing precious like God made it to be, and you give it to just that man, you can cheer his conscience up. You can make his day better. You can give him the strength, the power, the spirit to keep pushing no matter how hard it gets. That's the power God gave you. That's why you're his helpmeet. But you you can't do that if you got your ass all over the internet. Don't care how fine you are. Don't care how fine you are. If you got your butt and your breast all out every time you go to the club or you take pictures of this, that, and the third, baby, you're going to get a lot of attention. But I guarantee you 99.9 of it is the attention you do not want. When I say don't want, not now, the attention I'm talking about in the long run. I'll give you a prime example. Isupk Fox was one of the finest women of the 90s. I mean, I don't think anybody in their right mind could define or deny how fine Isupk Fox was. This is the problem. She had a pride about herself that was obviously not of God. And in that pride, guess what? She even said it. She shot down so many men and told men that they had to do this. It was almost like she wanted to have a power over men. When she didn't know if she just humbled down, be submissive to whatever man she's giving herself to, and let her beauty do the talking, good Lord, she'd have been married to this day. To this day. But instead, she's 60 years old getting a BBL, or BB, what is it called? A BBL. 60 years old and then got a BBL. You 60, like, 60-year-old getting a BBL, really? Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, that ain't telling you off. That ain't telling you the problem. 60 years old and you getting a BBL. Come on, man. Problem ain't with your booty. It's with your mind. Your mind ain't right. Everybody wanted your booty. I'm sure most of them got it. But your mind ain't right. You said she had her face done too. Well, good Lord. She getting the top, bottom, everything in between, huh? Lord, I don't listen. All that plastic stuff for the birds, I wouldn't do it. I'd say I just can't. I can't go. But that's what I'm saying. If she would have let her beauty speak in modesty, my God, y'all could. When they say women rule the world, I'm like, y'all don't, because I know y'all actually probably could, but y'all don't play it that way. Y'all play it the exact opposite. Y'all try to act like y'all gonna stronghold a man. There's a reason why the Lord made most of y'all 5'2", 5'3", 5'4". There's a reason why. The Lord is trying to show you, you ain't gonna strong arm a man. You ain't, all that yapping ain't gonna help nobody. You ain't getting nowhere with that. But there is a beauty you got the man can't live without. And if you use it right, good Lord, you can conquer just about anything out of that man. You'll make that man better than he ever thought he could be if you use that beauty right. Shoot. That's why I put up a post earlier. I said, who's more of a high-value woman, Meg Thee Stallion or Savannah James? Savannah James, just for anyone that doesn't know, is the wife of LeBron James. Now, don't get me wrong. LeBron is a beast in his own right. But I'm telling you, having a woman that is not embarrassing you, making songs about you while being half naked and showing it to the world, you understand? Not making songs about her WAP. That goes a long way. That goes a long way into building up not only yourself, but that man and that family. LeBron been in, I think part of the reason LeBron been in the league so long because he got him a good, beautiful woman at home being a wife. So a lot of the things, he ain't got to worry about all the stresses that come outside of that. He got a team, he got a wife, and guess what? They rocking and rolling with him. You understand? You said, are you speaking for God? Of course I'm speaking for God. What are you talking about? If you could tell me what words that I'm speaking is not of God, and I'll show you how I am speaking of God. So that's all you got to do. A woman's beauty cheers up a man, make his countenance that much better. Verse 23, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men? See, you got to have that kindness, meekness. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to be all loud, yappy, and all strong voice, and I got to be heard. I promise you ain't getting nowhere. I promise you not. Because I don't, listen, and this is most men, your threats mean nothing to me. I know you couldn't hurt me. I mean, unless I let you. So what are we really doing? Chill out. If you need to have a conversation, if you got something going on that is, we need to talk about, we can do that all day because I want to hear you. You're too beautiful for me not to hear. But when you want to be allowed, bitch, when you want to do that, I don't care what you got to say. I'm not hearing that. Because now you just outright disrespecting me. You don't care about nothing. It's about what you think and feel. And your feelings are not reality. Comparing women of God to the wicked. What do you mean by that? I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. What do you mean comparing the women of God to the wicked? So it says, verse 24, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. That's what a wife is. That's what Savannah James is to who? LeBron James, a pillar of rest. That's why he done played in the league for about 30, 40 years. Over half his life. Why? Because he got a pillar of rest at home. He ain't worried about if she out in the streets or in a video half naked, shaking this, that, and the third. He ain't worried about that. You're speaking of the people who are of you, which is wicked. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What people are you talking about? And what makes me wicked? I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you use a verse? Can you speak English? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know another man's wife? What are you talking about? Do I know another man's wife? I don't deal with another man's wife. If a woman belongs to a man, I don't deal with him. Right. LeBron's wife is in order. That's my whole point. And you can tell by how free and peaceful he can live his life and build up his industry and build up his empire because he has a wife that is a pillar of rest. You understand? And she understands she is LeBron's possession. And she has no problem with embodying that, embracing that, and living that. That's what our women have to understand. You understand? Obviously, Ashley ain't nobody's possession because she up here yapping at me. And I'm going to tell you right now, all that yapping, you definitely ain't going to be my possession. I don't need a loudmouth beast. I don't need that, Ashley. You understand? What we need is more women that use their tongue in kindness, meekness, and comfort. See, the Lord gave y'all that soft, oh, y'all got that soft, beautiful voice. Good Lord. That soft, beautiful voice. That voice, like, have you, outside the women that smoke cigarettes and blacks, have you ever heard a woman's voice? I'm going to be honest. Outside of the women that smoke cigarettes and blacks, they got some of the most beautiful voices, just so soft and meek. I mean, it's just, oh my God. It's beautiful. Like, even when they saying a lot of, like, stuff you just don't care about. Like, because they'll just start talking, and you'll be like, why are you even talking? What are you talking about? I don't know. But I don't care. Keep talking. I don't care. Go ahead. Yeah, dang, baby, that's crazy. What? Oh, for real? You lying? Tell me more. Because they got that soft voice. It's beautiful. You understand? And that's the way the Lord made you. Your voice is beautiful. Your smell is beautiful. Your skin is softer than ours. Your body looks better than ours. You're cuter than us. Everything about you is beauty. And the Lord gave you that to use, not for whoredom, not for everybody to see, but to entice your man, to uplift your man. That's what he gave it to you for. That's what the scriptures just told us. You understand? Your trip to the kingdom of God is canceled. You will not inherit it. Amen. What, is that a prayer? You just prayed that? What? Yo, Ashley Wiley, y'all. You know what? I could read something else that represents Ashley, but we're not going to do that. That's going to be next class. You understand? You said when Whitney Houston sang back then, you was mesmerized, right? Whitney probably had one of the greatest voices in the hit. You know what was crazy? Whitney, by far, and I agree, had one of the greatest voices the industry ever has heard. But Whitney smoked cigarettes. She was chiefing the crap out of them. So I don't know what her talking voice was like. She probably had that loud rasp to her voice. But when she sung, oh my God, it was angelic. It was angelic. It was beautiful. You understand? It was. I'm a prophet and I am your judge. Amen. All right. Now you just trolling. Because ain't no prophet ever been a woman. That's just biblical. So Lord be with you. Anyway, So he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession and help like unto himself. You understand? In a pillar of rest. Brother posted a scripture, Ecclesiastes 26:1. This is at the beginning of this. Yeah, she tripping. Don't even worry about her. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth with her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. That's the power of a woman. Like a woman can add years to your life. That's the power of your beauty. That's the power of your presence when done righteously. But Meg Thee Stallion don't want to be that. And Klay Thompson don't know how to look for that. That's why I started off this class by saying, guess what? Both of them are absolutely wrong. Both of them. You understand? Now listen to this, verse 25. This is verse 25. You said there was one woman prophet. Tell me the woman prophet. Tell me the woman prophet. And we'll break that down. All right. Ecclesiastes 36:25. Listen to this. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. Now, before I finish this, can somebody tell me what possession is it talking about? Verse 25 says, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. What is the possession that it's talking about? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's all right. But I want them to get the verse. I want them to get the verse and we'll go through it. If they get the verse, I don't know. But it says, verse 25, Ecclesiastes 36:25, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. What is the possession that is spoiled where no hedge is? Can anyone tell me that? Kai Wash, you know? What's the possession that's spoiled where there's no hedge? Damn right. It's beautiful. The Lord gave us his truth. You're damn right, man. A man's household. The household would be spoiled if the possession is spoiled. But what is the possession? It says, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. So I'm going to read the verse before it. This is 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. 25. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. What is the possession? That's right, Kyle Wash. I want to see if anybody over here get it. What is the possession? I'll give them about 15 more seconds. And we'll get into it. The woman, damn right. That's exactly what it is. The wife, the woman. So, this is what the Bible is trying to tell you. You understand? If you are with a man, y'all had y'all intimacy and y'all married, whatever this, that, and the third, you are that man's possession. Not possession meaning he owns you as far as like a slavery possession. Don't think of it like that. Think of it more so like, you know, when a man get his fantasy car and he get that fantasy car that is the newest version of it and it's everything he wanted. And he take care of it. He polish it. He clean it. And he takes you know what I'm saying? He takes special care of this thing. That car isn't like a slave. It's almost like that car owns him. That's the type of possession you are, only greater. Because you're his wife. You're his woman. You're greater than that car, his dream car. You understand? You're greater than his dream car, his dream house, his dream Jordans or whatever. You're his wife. You got the power to change his continent. You got the power to uplift his life just through your beauty alone, your kind words, as we've read. Your kind and meek speech can change that whole man's life. And yet still our women don't want to take hold of that. Not me. I ain't gonna be no possession of nobody. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. You ain't gonna do this. And you know what's crazy about that spirit? The man that dedicates his life to you can't tell you what to do. But that boss that'll get rid of you today can tell you what to do, yell at you, whatever you want, or whatever he wants. You don't bet an eye. You just, yes, sir. Okay, yeah. And he don't give two craps about you. But that man that says, yeah, I love you. I want to deal with you. I'm going to stay with you. He can't tell you what to do. But now you see why we have an outcome that we haven't. See, we've read some of the characteristics of what the wife is, and none of that described Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, none of them. If anything, he spoke opposite of them. They're going to be willing. You're right. You're right. All right. There will be a part 2. I want to finish it right here. Let me see where I'm at. So where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. Why is it saying that? You have to put barriers on your wife. No, baby, you can't wear that. You understand? No, baby, you can't wear that. No, you want to go where? No, you said Chris Brown and Usher. With who? Oh, that one friend? Yeah, the friend that, yeah, no, you can't go. No. No, can't go there. No. No, you said, well, yeah, no. You want to go there with Ashley? No, you definitely ain't going with Ashley. She don't know how to do nothing but be a whore. Nope, can't go. But I want to go. Oh, can I go to this party? What party? Where is that? Oh, over there. Yeah, no, we can't do that. See, you have to be a hedge. You have to put the hedge up on your possession or your wife. Why? Because you'll end up with a Meg Thee Stallion. You'll end up with a Cardi B. You'll what's the other girl? Uh-oh. Oh, see, they didn't put a restriction on. I don't like when they do that. All right. We're going to close it out. We're going to finish it up. But yeah, you'll end up with a Meg Thee Stallion, a Cardi B, or any of those things if you don't put a hedge on your wife. You have to be her protection, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. That's your job. That's your duty as a husband. If you can't fulfill that for that woman, then guess what? Yeah, Ice Spice too. And she, Lord, she need all kind of help. But if you can't do that for that woman, then guess what? You don't need a woman. You're not strong enough for a woman. If you don't know how to put a hedge on, if you're afraid to tell your wife, no, baby, you can't wear that. Who are you to tell me what I wear? Your hedge, your protection, your husband. That's who. No, what you got? No, yeah, go ahead and cover up my titties. See, I say it just like that. What's that? Yeah, no, cover up my titties. Yeah, cover them up. Straight like that. They mine. Because I'm the hedge. I'm the protection. Yeah. That's your duty as a man. Klay Thompson can't fulfill that duty. He don't want you to cover up. He wants you to expose it. He want to play with it for a minute, then he'll pass you on. You're a ball player. That's all he knows. You understand? That's a good one. Yeah. No sign Christ. So yeah, you got to put a hedge on your wife. You understand? You got to be able to do that. You got to be strong enough mentally and spiritually to do that. And if you're not, no sweat. You come to the men of Isupk. We will teach you how to do that righteously. Because it's not just about bearing down on your woman. You have to make her understand the power of her beauty, as we've done today. Your beauty can change the dynamic of life, but you got to do it righteously. I don't know who she is. I don't even think she's a real person. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's probably, I don't know who that is. So where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. And he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. So, like I said, next week we're gonna have a part 2, and guess what? Next week we're actually gonna get into a woman who had that beauty that a Cardi B or a Meg Thee Stallion feel they got, but she used it for righteousness. Oh, we're gonna get into that story. If you, I give y'all a little hint. If y'all want to get ahead of the game, you might be able to find some of it in the Book of Judah. That's why I say I think she is about it. I mean, ain't no sweat. But yeah, so next week we're gonna be rocking it out. We're gonna get into that story, and then not only that, next week we're going to get into what a virtuous woman is, and into a chapter that explains what a whore is. And you're going to tell me, does this explain Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, or a wife? It's very simple and it's very clear. The Bible makes everything clear. So with that, priest and officer, y'all with thumb of the Isupk. We teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth according to the Bible. This is what day next week? Same day every week. Wednesday, 7, probably 7:30. Every Wednesday, 7:30. Ashley, you can even come back. You understand? Ashley, you can even come back. But yeah, every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We teaching class. We rocking it out. So with that, shalom, Israel.